Hello BookTube, Emmy Walker here to do a couple of book reviews. I've been a little bit negligent with my videos lately, mainly because I haven't been doing the Top 5 Wednesdays. I said in the beginning of the month, I believe, that July is going to be a difficult month for me because the topics are so hard for me to narrow down one, let alone five, and so I've just been kind of skipping them because some of the questions I can't think of even one answer, so it seems silly for me to just make them up for absolutely no reason, because that's not the point of the Top 5 Wednesdays. So hopefully I'll be picking some up in August. I don't know if I'll be doing any of the other ones that are in July, so whatever. But anyway, I figured I'd at least try to do a book review, two book reviews in fact. I haven't been doing any book reviews in so long, and I guess I just didn't even realize I hadn't been. Like I said, I've been really negligent with my videos, so yeek! I don't know if I've mentioned in the past how I star books. I really rarely will say what I've given a star rating. I do give them star ratings on Goodreads, but I rarely will say to you on BookTube what I've given the star rating. I'm going to change that. I'm going to start doing that from now on because, you know, that's kind of the best way to understand how I've, felt about a book. But I decided to recently alter my way of starring. I used to not even bother with 1 or 2 stars because I feel like if I'm going to go that low, it would just be a DNF, a do not finish. But that seems unfair. I feel like if I'm not going to finish a book, I shouldn't be even allowed to star a book. So I want to be able to use all the stars. And also I've noticed that all of my books end up being 4 stars, or if it's a really, really good book, it ends up being a 5-star, but then it means that a 3 is... Anyway, so I'm actually going to encompass all the stars from now on because my old way of starring was ridiculous, and that's going to change now. So the first book I'm going to review today is Shadow and Bone by Leigh Bardugo, and this is the first book in the Grisha trilogy, I believe, and I really enjoyed this book. I will start off by saying that I gave it a 3 out of 5 stars, which now is, I liked it. I didn't overly love it, I didn't hate it, I liked it. And I really enjoyed the story. I really like Leigh Bardugo's writing style. She has a very neat way of just kind of captivating you and keeping you pulled in that story. Now, I will say that I didn't find everything about the book enjoyable. For starters, I never had a clear picture of the world we were supposed to be living in. I had a feeling, it was kind of like Russia, but maybe a dystopian Russia type of deal. Based on the different words they would use, like the kvass and other things I can't even think of at the top right now, but so I'm guessing it was kind of like a Russian basis, but I don't know enough about Russia to really know for sure, but that's where I got the feeling of it. But even still, it was just a very vague, I felt like you're looking at a landscape covered in fog, in a sense, I never really got a good feel. Even when we were in the palace, I never really felt like I was navigating my way through the palace, or even when she goes outside. You kind of get a feel for certain things when she goes into the one trainer, I can't remember the name, the house, and you get the heat. It's really hot in there, but you don't really get any other sense of what's in this room. And maybe she described it, but I've just forgotten it. But I don't remember any details about really much of anything. Next, I didn't really care for Alina, I think that's how you say, she's the main character. She was a little whiny for my taste and a bit of a sourpuss. Everything was miserable, everything was horrible, nothing ever went right for her. Even though she was plucked out of her, generic life and set on this path to become something great. I know they view the Grisha a little differently. They're not exactly, the nicest of people, but they are special and whatever, but she just kind of always seemed like a Debbie Downer, and I didn't really like that. It's possible that as the series continues, she will grow on me, but for now, I'm still kind of, I don't really care what happens to her at this point. And finally, what pushed me over the edge, I guess down from a 4-star to a 3-star, was how we viewed the Darkling. The Darkling is supposed to be this terrible, feared, most powerful Grisha, and he is portrayed as this lovesick sweetheart. He's just a normal average teenager. He's supposed to be a couple 100 years old, and I don't get that sense of wisdom that comes with age, I guess. He just seems like a love-struck teenager. Not really love-struck, but I guess that's a bad description. But he just seems like a regular teenage boy. And I mean, later, the author's choice to make him appear this way does become clear, but he's still, even putting that aside, he still doesn't have that, I don't know, ancientness to him that I want to feel from someone who's supposed to be several hundred years old and is supposed to be this powerful being and is supposed to be dark. I mean, he's the freaking Darkling. Like, we should have some type of, like, creepiness from him no matter what's going on. I don't know, whatever. Anyway, like I said, I gave this book 3 out of 5 stars. I really did enjoy it. I really love the story, and I like the magic. I mean, the magic itself was kind of confusing. I didn't really understand fully. I mean, I understood that each Grisha is kind of different. They can work different, but like it made it sound like you could pick which one you wanted to do. You started off with these abilities, and then you kind of focused those abilities on fire, or you focused them on... I don't know. I was, again, maybe the series will explain it a little better, but the magic system's a little bit weird, but it is cool what I did understand. Anyway, but I will continue the series definitely just to at least get some hopefully questions answered, and yeah.